Welcome to Orthodox World this week, Orthodox News in Digital Space. I'm your host, Abel Matthews Alex. Let's see what happened in the Orthodox world last week. Russian Orthodox Church slams Pope Francis over Putin's altar boy remark. The Russian Orthodox Church has expressed its objection to Pope Francis for urging Patriarch Kirill not to become Kremlin's altar boy in an interview given to Corriere della Sera newspaper. Francis was hinting at the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine. A press release from the External Church Relation of the Russian Church stated that it's regrettable that a month and a half after the conversation with Patriarch Kirill, Pope Francis chose the wrong tone to convey the content of his conversation. Such utterances can hardly further constructive dialogue between the Roman Catholic and Russian Orthodox churches, which is no necessary at the current time. West accuses that Patriarch Kirill has sided the Kremlin over the conflict in Ukraine, and Primate of the Russian Church has not condemned the Russian military operation in Ukraine. On the other side, Patriarch Kirill stated that, of course, the present situation causes me great pain. My flock is on both sides of the conflict, and most of them are Orthodox people. Part of the opposing side are also among your flock. I would like, therefore, leaving the geopolitical aspect of one side, pose the question of how we and our churches can influence the situation. How can we act together to bring peace to the hostile parties with the single aim of establishing peace and justice? It is very important in this condition to avoid further escalation. In a recent development, Pope Francis called off the second meeting with Patriarch Kirill upon the advice from senior Vatican diplomats that a meeting with Primate of Russian Church in the light of the conflict in Ukraine would result in a lot of confusion. Pope was planning to meet Russian Patriarch in June 2022 in Lebanon. Armenian Church of Hadrid, controlled by Azerbaijan, desecrated. Holy Resurrection Armenian Church in Hadrid, a province of the Republic of Artsakh, has been desecrated, reports Public Radio of Armenia. New photos published by the Azerbaijani media outlets clearly show that the cross has been removed from the top of the church. Like on the entrance to the church, icons and carpets were also removed. Apart from the graffiti was visible on the walls of the church. The protection and the future of Armenian culture and religious heritage monuments remain unclear under the control of Azerbaijan since the end of the conflict in 2020. Orthodox Christians massacre Orthodox Christians in Ukraine. Patriarch Bartholomew of Constantinople. Ecumenical Patriarch Bartholomew of Constantinople, in a recent speech during the liturgy at the Church of St. George for the Bulgarian-speaking community of Andriapol, commented that the Orthodox Christians are killing Orthodox Christians in Ukraine. They destroyed cities, plunder houses, and expel countless people from their homeland. They also threatened to destroy the world with nuclear weapons. He also stated that such people are against the ethos of Christianity in a demonic manner. He was hitting about the ongoing Russian military operation in Ukraine. The Patriarch during the liturgy also prayed for the intercession of Saint Cyril to put an end to the war. Joe Biden lamented persecution. Muslims remain silent on Christian persecution. American president, in a recent statement, lamented that it's especially important because today around the world we are seeing so many Muslims being targeted with violence. No one should discriminate against oppressed or be oppressed for their religious beliefs. He also stated that the Muslims make our nation stronger every single day, even as they still face real challenges and threats in our society, including targeted violence and Islamophobia that exist. The statement was made during a speech delivered during the celebration of Eid al-Fitr in White House, as he appointed Rashid Hussain to serve as the first Muslim ambassador at large for international religious freedom. On the other hand, Biden and his administration continue to remain silent on the large-scale persecution of Christians worldwide, especially by the hands of Islamic terrorists. However, in his statement on Orthodox Christian Easter, he urged to pray for those who suffer from brutality of war and persecution without mentioning any particular religious group. Lend me your ears, says Catholicos movement Matthew's third as he launches Sahodaran, a new charity project. Everyone likes to celebrate their birthdays and say thanks to the Lord. A part of the money spent on the celebrations can be kept aside for charitable works which will help the downtrodden in the society. This thought flashed in the mind of His Holiness Marthoma Matthews III, Catholicos Mupen and Malankara Metropolitan when he turned 73rd on February 12, 2022. The Catholicos on his birthday launched Sahodaran, meaning brother in Malayalam, a charitable project in the blessed memory of his predecessor, later His Holiness Marthoma Paulo II, the former Catholicos who passed away on 12th July 2021. The Catholicos about his project in an interview stated that if one of our own brothers suffers from injustice or poverty, we'll be happy. I therefore call upon all religion and leaders to come forward for a wider ecumenism towards fulfilling this aim. The Sahodaran charitable project aims to convey a message of universal brotherhood, and one day we will be able to realize a golden future where we all can live peacefully without any form of rivalry, suffering, or injustice, the Catholicos explained. His Holiness made it clear that he was not sure of the project coming to its fruition, but he was made a beginning inviting one and all to contribute to the project. He quoted from the scriptures to say, "Lend me your ears," and urged others to unitedly work towards the goal. The project aims to endow and support 7 primary categories and help the financially distressed with the offer of monetary aid and assistance for the affordable housing, wedding grants, educational help, healthcare, support and protection for the physically and mentally challenged, care for the elderly and aged, and the financial aid for the poor farmers and workers, irrespective of caste, creed, or nation. Catholicos called upon all religions of the world to come together and share their richness for the betterment of humanity and justice. Catholicos wanted everyone to strive to tackle the problems of the world through sharing and following the gospel and the teaching of Jesus. Share what we have with others, give our ears to realize this, and work unitedly, he added. His Holiness is known for his philanthropic project in the southern India state of Kerala and formed Mar Pacomius Charitable Society in 1990s, and today runs over 18 charitable projects, all starting with the letter P, branded from the Priya pickles to Pratibha curry powders. The Supreme Head of the Indian Orthodox Church completed a maiden apostolic visit to the Sultanate of Oman for the Holy Week services of Mar Gregorius Orthodox Church, Muscat, where he also interacted with various ecumenical and spiritual organizations and launched the Golden Jubilee celebration. That's all for the week. Thank you for watching Orthodoxy Cognate page.